Hi, I'm Sue Roth from Chalk-It by Design. I am a distributor for Chalkature transfers. They are adhesive back stencils that you can use multiple times on multiple different kinds of surfaces. And if you are viewing this video, you most likely purchased one of our make and take kits from Purple Palette here in Auburn. So this video is some step-by-step instructions for you so that you can use our product with confidence. So let me get my camera readjusted here so that we're in the screen. You'll note that this is a teal colored transfer. It peels off the back, so you want to peel it off. This is a transfer that has been used before. Yours will not have been used. It is sticky on the back. You'll note that there's a screen versus a regular stencil that would have open space there and that would all be flopping around. There is a screen, much like you use when you're screen printing, but this is a product to be used with chalk paste. So initially we want to, because your transfer is probably very sticky, you want to take a t-shirt or a towel and stick it down and pull it off, and that will put a little bit of fuzz on the back side of your transfer so that it doesn't stick too awfully hard to your surface. Then you take your surface that you're going to put it on. In your kit you got this 5x7 chalkboard with the base, so you'll be able to use it either upright or horizontal, whichever way you choose, or whichever way your transfer would work. So you adhere the transfer onto the board in whatever positioning you want it. If you're real meticulous about measuring, you can measure. If you're just an eyeballer like me, you can just eyeball where you're going to put it on the board. Stick it down, rub it down kind of well so that it gets a good seal. You have packets of paste in your kit. You can take and put those out on a paper plate or a bowl or a kitchen plate or whatever you would like that. I would suggest that you use something that has a glossy finish or styrofoam. If it is a straight up paper plate, it's going to absorb a lot of the moisture from the chalk into the plate, and your chalk is going to dry really rapidly on your plate and you won't be able to use it. So squeeze it out on the plate. These are chalks that we have that you can use over and over. It's a large amount, so you would want this kind, you would want to stir it up. If either your chalk in the packet or your chalk in a jar like this is too dry, a little squirt of distilled water and stir it up will return it to a usable consistency. You don't want to make it too loose. The suggestion is the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. So I'm going to use some white and then some green here today, just because I want Life is Good to look like springtime. So I've got both my white and my green paste is all here, and this green paste is good to go. You do not have these stir sticks in your kit. What you have is a little squeegee like this. You can either use the narrow end as you traditionally use a squeegee, or I like to use the thick end on the other side. It just seems to be firmer when you're going across. Scoop up some of your paste and then apply it on the transfer in whatever fashion you like. You don't need to paint it on, you just basically need to squeegee it on, and you squeegee it across the portion of the transfer that you want to be green. I'm going to do Life and Good in green. So I am just putting this down, squeegeeing it across, and then I basically wipe it off clean. You want to put firm pressure down because you need you're trying to force that paste through the screen that's there. I'll close that one back up, and I'm just going to use the end of my little tool. You can clean your squeegee to do the other part. I've got this extra little tool here, and then I'll do that center part that is. And when you've done that, you take and lightly pull the transfer off. This you're going to take over to the sink of kind of cool, not, you don't need to have it ice cold and freeze your hands, but you don't want it hot. Wash this off. This is reusable probably 10 or 12 times. So if you wanted to make an entire little collection of things that say life is good, if you want to make gifts for someone that say life is good, or whatever the transfer is in the packet that you purchased, you can use this multiple times. If you need more paste, you just need to contact me or the Purple Palette, and we'll see about selling you some more paste. But the transfer is good for a multitude of uses. And like I said, under running water, clean it all off. If the paste is dried on, you can take a sponge and kind of work it off. On the adhesive side, I prefer that you don't use a sponge, but if you need to clean something off on the adhesive side, a Clorox wipe or something like that product will clean that off nicely. You just don't want to use something like a baby wipe that has softener, hand softeners, lanolin oils, anything like that, because that'll neutralize the adhesive and it won't be sticky anymore. But a regular Clorox wipe or something like that will work just fine. So you let this dry and you have Life is Good. This little project here, I was going to just take and put a bit of twine across the top. You want to be careful until that actually gets dry, or you could smudge it. So I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to put a little twine around the top here, just to add it a little bit of decorative. There. Put that right on there like that. Pull it nice and tight. I've got scissors here. We'll nip that right off. Well, it would be nice if I had sharp scissors, I guess. And here it sits in the little holder. Life is Good. Cutie patootie. Now, if you don't like this, you get tired of it, you find a transfer that you like better, maybe you'd rather that your sign says Home Sweet Home, any number of other things. We have hundreds of transfers that you can purchase. This is completely washable. Also, if you're making it and things go badly, just take it to the sink, run it under water, take a little cloth, paper towel, whatever, wash that all off, dry it up real nice and good, and give it a try again. So it's kind of foolproof in that you can make it over and over and over. This surface would last for dozens of different uses. So if you wanted one of these and you chose to put a different holiday thing on there every couple of months or something like that, you could easily do that. You could also make this two-sided. If you had another transfer, say even that went the other way, you could put it in this way, put your Home Sweet Home on there. Perfect, easy peasy. So again, you probably purchased this from Purple Palette. We're doing classes over at Purple Palette also. So anytime that you want to stop by and see Joyce about signing up for a class or getting us to do a class for you, we would love to. So thank you for buying our product. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you again soon.